over 9,000!
Rock solid.
What's up guys, this is Hepodix and welcome to my Season 6 Malphite top lane commentary. But before I'll be starting off this commentary, I have two things I want to quickly announce before of this video. So there's been a bit of confusion in my channel in terms of the fact that I've started doing CSGO videos as well. But the thing is that some people have assumed that I'm stopped doing LOL videos, which is incorrect by fact. And the thing is, and the reason for that, because I'm doing CSGO videos, is that I basically have done League of Legends over 6 years or so. So it's kind of breath of fresh air to me to do something new on the side, which is called diversity in this case. And hope some of you guys understand that, because I really like LoL as well, but a lot of my real life friends are playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive now. So I'm doing this 50-50 kind of thing with these videos, as well as some other gaming videos and other stuff on the side. But I've been really into CSGO now, as well as LoL is pretty okay. But it's just a shame that literally zero of my real life friends play this game anymore. So I wanna split things out a bit, so hope you guys understand that. And the other thing I wanted to say is that when it comes to the top lane itself, it's actually my worst lane, and I believe this is my second top lane commentary. I used to have that Tryndamere one, but yeah. But Malphite for the Season 6, it's definitely one of the strongest picks around. I've seen him banned over and over and over and over, so this guy's really strong when it comes to the Season 6 early as we speak. But we get into this lane. As you can see, I'm against Nautilus, which is surprisingly annoying to be played against. First you will be thinking that, well, okay, this is a very tanky matchup, but apparently not, because he can actually do a lot of pressure to me back. You will see later on once he will gain those levels. But when it comes to the early game, since Nautilus got that AoE potential of clearing minions, Malphite does have that E too, but you can see he's already pushing the lane. So what you want to do at this point versus Nautilus is that you just want to play very safe with this lane. So as we quickly look at the other lanes, we got Lux versus Orianna in mid, we got Graves in the jungle, Zyra and Caitlyn versus Lucian and Nami in the bottom lane. And as for the enemy jungle, they got the Gragas. So everyone got pretty solid picks. Some of them are more common and some of them are less common. But as for the Malphite, he's very popular at the moment, so I really wanted to give it a shot. So back to this lane now. You can see Nautilus has that passive, he has that W with the sustain on it. It's just really tough. You can just do those riptide waves, whatever they're called, and just boom. Very good pressure coming up. As you can see, in the middle lane, it's gonna be Lux gonna die there, as well as Caitlyn gonna die in bot, but Graves gonna pick up the double kill, so it's a 2-on-2 trade at this point, so nothing too fatal yet. And as for the top lane goes, you can notice that I'm kind of struggling with this Nautilus because of the fact that he can really be strong early on, because of those passive boosted auto attacks and so on. So it's really tough for this point. But what you want to do, just try to farm, try to have that safe farm. Don't feed this guy. As you can see, I tried to went for that CS, just one CS, and I get instantly punished like that. It's not a fun thing, and you can see he's zoning me a lot at this point, so it's not really fun with this matchup. But at least Malphite has that passive Granite Shield, so he can sustain some of the damage out, but Nautilus just can press W and he will sustain me a lot. So you can see he comes with the flash, but he had a greedy flash there, but thanks to my seismic shard, I was able to kite him and barely gonna survive that. But he got very cocky towards the end. I probably thought he noticed that Graves is coming, so he decided, oh fuck it, just try to dive this Malphite before I die myself. But I got very lucky there, barely survived it. Was able to kite this Nautilus. But you saw how potentially strong Nautilus is, really. He can just outburst me and outpoke me like, and out-sustain me as well, thanks to his shield and those AoE functions that comes with his spells. And man, that's really strong. I'm talking out there, but used my teleport. I went back to the lane, getting more CS. Gonna have this save farm coming up. As for the summoner spells I didn't mention, it's obviously Flash, and for the secondary spell, teleport is really nice on Malphite because it gives you that lane map presence all over the rift. So with the teleport you can make those scary unstoppable ganks all over the place. So it's really can get handy at later points of the game. So, but for now just use the teleport to get back to the lane so you won't be missing any more CS. As we look at the creep count, Nautilus has 31 and I'm down to 26, so I'm a little bit behind, trying to have my best when it comes to the CS. And as for the masteries goes, I took 18 points into the last tree, where you get the strength of the ages. It gives you more increased health when you get those cannon minions done, or some big creeps in the jungle. But as for the laning thing, you want to get these big minions so you gain more health. But as I just noticed, Nautilus went to this bottom lane. They're really trying to get the kills on there, but they're gonna barely survive. They still want to try to have a chase, but it won't gonna happen. And apparently they're having some QQ pitching pings, but I just used my teleport basically up top here, so I really can't join the fight at this point. So what you want to do is just try to farm some more. I could potentially push the lane, but there Nautilus comes back and they're gonna pick up the double kill. Well played by Nautilus there, they're gonna pick some kills. So once you notice that your top lane is somewhere roaming, and if you're still in the lane, what you want to do is you just want to try to push the lane ASAP. And with the early levels, it's quite decent on Malphite. It's not the worst of all time, but it's a bit trial and error with the damage that comes with the E, because of the AoE, and the auto attacks as well. As you can see, I just missed one cannon minion because of that sluggish auto attack animation on Malphite. But it comes down to trial and error. I'm not really an expert when it comes to Malphite, but really giving my best shot here. So I pushed down the top lane. As you can see, I'm gonna go try this mid lane out. Apparently Graves is gonna join as well. So there comes the Lux root, as well as my ultimate. I'm just gonna secure the fact that the enemy Orianna won't flash dodge my ult. That's why I was saving the ultimate towards the end, because I want to make sure that I'll hit the mark. I know it's pretty hardish to dodge the unstoppable force, especially without flash, but the thing is that they can still have that reaction. They can assume that, oh, now this is the rock guy coming. You need to have that flash prepared. So that's why I was holding big back and then just used it to have a certain hit there. As well as Gragas had some party, but no luck with the explosive cask over there. So I'm getting back to this top lane now. As with the top lane, Nautilus's bottom lane roam, now he has that blue buff, and it's not funny really, because now he has basically infinite sustain, infinite damage. He's just pressuring me again. It's really no fun. I'm not sure whether it counts as a counter pick. At least within my experience, I could say Nautilus did counter pick me. But in general terms of picks, Malphite is really strong at the moment, so it's not that bad either. Just like I said, just trying to have that safe farm if you're in trouble with the lane. You don't want to go too aggressive, because otherwise that'll cost you too much. You'll just end up feeding this guy even more, which is not cool. So Graves trying to have this little middle lane pressure, not gonna happen. Bottom lane looks a bit neutral. Zyra trying to have this pressure, but he's gonna miss that root. Wow! Wow! That's a feed fest by there. Really misplayed by those cooldowns. And oh my god, what are you doing, Caitlyn? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Well, enough with the bottom lane. Getting back to this top lane. Nautilus pushed the lane again. And Lux is also in trouble. Though she's gonna pick on the kill on Nami. But it doesn't change up the fact that she died as well. And now we have Graves fighting in the Nautilus in the jungle. He's gonna have to try that kill coming up. Nautilus even gonna use that ultimate. But here comes the rock solid. Gonna pick that movement speed. And there goes the unstoppable force. Picking up my first kill there. But in the meantime, we can't really contest the dragon when our jungle is over here. So we're still kind of losing at this point, which doesn't look too good, to be fair. And my bad, it wasn't my first kill. I'm getting a bit confused here. Sorry. But as we look at the stats here, the bottom lane is 0-4 at this point, middle lane 1-3 at this point. Jungler's doing decent, he has that 2-1. And I actually got a bit stuck there. Nice minions, by the way. I wonder when they're gonna fix that. But yeah, just try to push that lane again. And then just going back to get some more items in. But having a quick look at the middle lane, there's gonna be a lot of pressure coming up. Nice roam by Nami there. They're gonna pick up the kill with Orianna. But there's gonna be a little comeback with Zyra and Caitlyn. They're gonna pick up the kill on Nami. Perhaps the kill on Orianna as well. That trap is gonna miss, unfortunately, by Caitlyn. But oh! Caitlyn's still gonna pick that. Boom! Headshot! Nice one by her. But in the meantime, the bottom lane is gonna get pushed as well. But Graves is gonna have a little cover there. Gonna have taken some pressure by Lucian, thanks to that ultimate. But as you can see, Nautilus is roaming again this mid. I used my TP back to top. But it's good, Caitlyn's gonna pick up the kill any regardless. So it's basically a free push for me. Just gonna hit those creeps. And as for the items go, I haven't even said a word. I actually went a bit more offensive this time. I usually go with Frozen Heart and Sunfire Capes and stuff. But instead of this time, I decided to go with the Iceborne Gauntlet. It's a more offensive choice. But it gives you that nice perma slow to enemies. You can steal the enemy's movement speed with Seismic Shard. Then you just hit those auto attacks followed by, and then you get the Iceborne Gauntlet proc. It's really sick, and it's really hard to escape this bad boy. Thanks to that rotation you can do, rotating your spells and then just stealing that movement speed and then just hitting those slows on the side. And when it comes to wave clearing as well, you can notice it comes a lot of easier at this point. So Nautilus is coming back. As we look at down the CS, I'm slightly leading with the CS just because of the fact that Nautilus roamed a bit. But there comes the ultimate by Orianna and Nautilus's Q. So I just decided, fuck it, I'll just ultimate away, because you wanna rather use the ultimate than the flash, because you can see the cooldown 104 seconds on Unstoppable Force. And flash is 255 seconds with my masteries on it. And by the way, you can see the recommended setup in the video description below. I have that sorry. I have that image posted on the description, so you can see my preferred setup if you're interested. But Graves coming up. We're gonna pick up that kill on Nautilus, but Graves is gonna die as well. And I gotta be honest, I did a stupid mistake here, which is that I started to kite this turret, but I didn't really realize how fed this Gragas was. He already 4 kills in, but what I should do is just Seismic Shard this Graggy and just run towards here, instead of kiting, because of the HP difference was so big that no can do. So there goes my first death. Graggy had that nice gank. Graves gonna die as well, unfortunately. As we look at down the stats now, it starts to get balanced a bit, but it's still slightly a problem. And I'm going for the Negatron Cloak. As you can see, they got a lot of magic damage here. They got Nautilus, Orianna, Nami and Gragas. So it's basically 4v1 versus 1. Only 1 attack damage dealer and 4 magic damage dealers. So it's definitely a not bad item to get at this point. And I just noticed that Nautilus has bought the Banner of Command. And what is very annoying with this item is just I just noticed during the game. It's relatively new, the changes here, because I tried to have that Q, but it has no effect on it. And the reason for that is the Banner of Command greatly increases the power of a lane minion and grants immunity to magic damage. So yeah, what an annoying item. I'm really gonna have a try at that someday. Because I didn't notice the changes on that. It used to be, you used to have a different function on it. But yeah, Nautilus is roaming again, so I'll take abuse on this top lane. Just gonna get this pushed down. We need some global money at this point, because we're a bit struggling at this point, so Nautilus coming this bottom lane. Very good damage, as you can see, coming from Nautilus. Even though he doesn't really technically have a damage items. Oh, except for the banner it gives nowadays. Ability power, my bad, but not really, you know, hardcore damage items. But he's still very tanky, and the damage is, wow. It's very strong, very strong. So I'll push this top lane. Gragas is gonna come defend it up. And I have this TP coming out of the bottom lane. And I gotta be again honest, I did a mistake here because there was a ward here, this ward. And what I should do, because the guys were here, I should teleport it to this ward instead of the turret. So it was a bit panicky teleport. The thing was that I could initiate from behind. So it was a bit shame that we couldn't get anything done here now. Except that the fight is now proccing again. I'm gonna use that unstoppable force anyways. Gonna pick up those kills. We're gonna get 2 kills because they wanted to re-invade. Because they got some more allies coming up the way. We're luckily gonna pick up 2 kills, but at the meantime, Gragas will push that top lane, so I really need to get into their back as soon as possible, so no more global money with them. As with the Gragas, you can push those minions really fast. He has that nice AoE potential as well. And Graves trying to get this Drake, but I was pretty low HP myself. I couldn't stay. And as for the Graves, very low HP as well. I wonder why Lux and Caitlyn wasn't involved in this Drake attempt, but who knows, who knows. Please don't ask. Oh god. So yeah, more minions out of the way. Gonna pick that Ninja Tabi. And to be fair, they have a lot of CC, so Mercury Treads shouldn't be a bad option either. But when you're thinking of Malphite and Malphite in teamfights, you got that unstoppable force anyways, which makes you immune to CC, so it's kind of a 50-50 whether you really want to purchase those Mercury's Treads, but they're really dominating in terms of magic damage, so it's a very viable option as well. I just decided to go with the old school Ninja Tabi. And Graves is gonna pick up that triple kill. Very nice. Some pressure out coming. So we're gonna pick up this middle turret. No minions, but screw it, I'll just tank this one up. No problemo, no problemo. Gonna pick up that turret. And then we're roaming towards the dragon. Pretty easy dragon here. No competition by the enemy Gragas, so we can get it easily done. And back at the top lane, Zyra is covering it, so I'll just head towards the top lane. But Nautilus is gonna make that escape. I can't really make my mark. Instead of escaping though, he wants to stay. And I'm gonna have this little pressure coming up. Zyra is gonna involve the party as well. So I'll go with the Seismic Shard. Then comes the auto attack. You can see the slow coming up from that Iceborne Gauntlet. It's very sick damage coming up. But it doesn't really look good because of Graggy. But I noticed 2 of the guys are coming, so I'll just unstoppable force there. And I thought Gragas is gonna hit on me, but he's gonna make the escape. I'm gonna barely survive that. Too bad for Zyra that he's gonna die. I should probably be more aggressive, but as you saw, Gragas went to this brush. I really thought that he's gonna make the U-turn and just kill me before he dies, but instead of that, he made his own getaway. Which was by far better for him. Should be more aggressive like I usually am. But like I said early in the video, the top lane is definitely my worst lane. I'm really trying to have my best shot here, so... Now we're back at the mid lane. It's gonna be a fight coming up. People's gonna die. Lucian is getting killed. Graves is getting killed. Zyra is getting killed. And we're getting very, very mispositioned. But I see these two guys having this nice... They really can't do much, but there comes the double kill. And this is the Gragas guy. He's gonna use that ultimate. Will he get me this time? No, you won't! No! I call it shit, Gragas. And there comes the ace. So, it definitely doesn't look like the best so far. As you can see the items, I went for the Abyssal Scepter. As I noticed, they got a lot of magic damage going on, so it's definitely not a bad choice when it comes to that. So, we look at now the stats. Graves is doing pretty decently. He's got the 7 kills in. The bottom lane is doing decent. It could be a lot of worse. I got decent stats, and with the Lux, he's a bit on the negatives, but it could work out better. But the game is still definitely not over yet. We can make a comeback at this point, but it's gonna depend on those next couple of fights, what's gonna be really the outcome. But as you can see, Nautilus is pushing this top lane again. He really has that annoying minion thing again, which is immune to my magic damage. I really, really despise that, because Malphite really does a lot of magic damage, so it's a kind of good item. But Zyra is coming again this top lane, and I'm kind of having a deja vu here, because he's using that ultimate on Zyra again. But having that perma CC coming up, as you can see, gonna pick the pace with Seismic Shard, then just E, auto attacks. It's perma slow basically. No, Nautilus, you cannot escape from the great rock guy. But oopsies, oopsies, oopsie! I was pretty sure of that, so I just, how do you say it, pre-calculated that, yeah, this Gragas gonna finish me with the ult, so nope, nope, not gonna happen, not gonna happen. So instead of that, he's gonna pick up the kill on Zyra. As you can see, Gragas is going legendary 9-1. It's gonna be sick feat, and I don't like it. But I went back to B. You can see, I can see this bottom lane. So I use my home guard. Gonna have this abuse immediately. Gonna use that Seismic Shard on Lucian immediately. And there goes the first kill. I don't have Unstoppable Force to catch up the Nami. I could try to dodge the Aqua Prison, but she still had that ultimate. But there comes the Caitlyn ultimate. No, 35 HP. Beep, beep, beep. Very, very close call, but we're gonna pick up the kill. On Lucian at least, and Lux even tried to have that ultimate, but it won't work. What I should actually done, to be fair, is the fact that I should use the Q on Nami, because Lucian was pretty much dead anyways, but I just wanted to secure that he could have that heal up or something like that. And now we had this little Creed fight going on. Is this end for the Rockman? No! No! Yes, it is. RIP. But they're gonna have this fight going on. It's very, very disadvantageous as they got more players coming up. But we got Caitlyn lining up as well. But it really, really doesn't look so good so far. We lost myself and we got 1 kill there, but not the best trade, not the best trade. It starts to look really, really risky. These next 1 or 2 fights will have that outcome, that who's gonna claim the victory in this one. Lux gonna unfortunately miss that route. Would do a good chunk of burst to this Nautilus, but it's a skill shot after all. You can't always make the mark. And there goes the Zeroth portal as well. Oh man, those items are nasty. It's actually Nami's Zeroth portal. So yeah, I thought it was Nautilus's, but instead Nautilus went for the Sunfire Cape. And I got the Bummy Cinder, so it's a mini Sunfire Cape. Gonna have that little extra pressure coming up. But they're gonna have a really, really nice surprise initiation. I really can't do much of it. So I'll just try to ultimate this Gragas. Really, really misplaced position by every one of us in the team. We're unfortunately kind of lacking communication at this point, so they're really gonna pick up the upper hand. They're more prepared on the fights. They have more advantage at this point. You can see the turrets being destroyed again. There goes the first inhibitor turret, which isn't looking very nice for us. And honestly, I really can't protect this one from the tree. If I just go in, it's complete suicide for me. So just clearing down these minions. They're gonna pick up the inhibitor, sadly, and but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We'll see what will be the outcome of this. So they're gonna pick up the Drake. At least we'll try to. They got the Kragas, Lucian there. There goes the Nami. And Graves is gonna have to try that still. But you won't make the mark with a smoke screen, I'm telling you. And we're trying to have this fight here, which is actually kind of stupid. Because we're lacking down cooldowns. But we're still gonna pick up the kill on Nautilus. But they got that beautiful, beautiful combination there coming up. Wow, that Orianna ultimate followed by the Aqua Prison. That shit is sick. I gotta be honest with that. And Lucian's gonna pick up that triple kill. They really, really had better communication and better synergy with this game than us did. And it's gonna punish us a lot at this point. As you can see from the stats, the bottom lane is doing okay, but Zyra is having a little too much deaths, to be fair. Already 9 kills, 9 deaths at this point, and only 2 kills, so it's really a feed fest for now. Gragas is getting super fed. Nautilus isn't that fed, to be fair, but the teammates are backing up for him, so it doesn't technically matter. It's a team game after all, not an individual processing of a game. So we're having desperately defending these minions, as you can see. It doesn't gonna look too good for us. If there's gonna be another lost team fight, it's gonna be ripping pepperonis, but we're gonna have this last try coming up. As you can see, the time is ticking already, so gonna have these minions cleared. And at the meantime, there's gonna be a little jungle invasion coming. They have their cooldowns used, but Orianna is gonna have that nice hourglass. But there comes my flash ultimate. Gonna pick up the kill on Orianna. Really, really slightly greedy invasion, but at least we're gonna pick up 2 kills. And there comes the Nautilus as well. And Lux's root gonna miss barely, unfortunately. Trying to have that perma slope coming up, but it doesn't gonna really help us that much. Because we're getting a bit lowish, at least me and Graves. But we still got 2 kills, 3 kills there. So it could be an actually worse trade. Now that we're under this kind of situation, it looks really, really bad for us. But what we're gonna do is just protect this thing. But Graves is going for the jungle with that low HP. Don't ask me what the fuck is going on here. Kind of stupid plays by him. And now Lux is getting caught as well. Not really nice. Not really nice. There comes the explosive cask as well. And Lux gonna have that fell burst. And I tried to finish off Nautilus, but Nami's gonna pick up that heal. And Gragas just getting more kills out of the way. Very, very sick feed coming up. You can't really do much. I'm trying to make my escape as well. Thanks to that seismic shard, it steals a lot of movement speed. Actually, it's 26% at rank 5, so it's really, really nice. Nice percentage you can steal from enemy and just run away like a boss, or initiate like a boss. So yeah. As you can see, they're gonna try push this top lane again. Doesn't gonna look really nice, but there comes my ultimate. Gonna hit all the 4 targets here, as you can see. But our team isn't that prepared, to be fair. They're gonna backline it here, so they're gonna make me have a lone. But I'm still barely gonna survive, thanks to that Graves block. And there comes Lux's ultimate, but won't hit because of the fact that Lucian got that E, just dash dodging that shit. So we're really having some decent attempts here, but ultimately what the problem here is that they have better communication. Their land their spells better together. We have some good things going on as well, but it's simply not. It's not enough. It's not. Fuck. It's a shame, really, and We're still trying, we're still trying. So it's definitely gonna look that they wanna get this Baron done. They got that Rift Skull cleared. And in the meantime, I'm trying to push this top lane. It's a ripping pepperonis again! Zyra getting another time caught. She's at stats 211. It's not good. It's not good. And Lux got caught again. 4-8 stats. Oh, mamma mia! Oh, it's terrible. And I can see they're doing Baron. I know they're gonna do Baron. We have the ward there. But what I'm supposed to do? I can't just go there ultimating and try to steal it. It's impossible. They got Gragas with Smite, and I'm not the jungler Malphite, so it's next to impossible to try to maneuver that. And as for the next item, as you probably noticed, I went for the Banshee's Veil because they got a lot of that magic damage, so it's definitely not a bad option. And I decided to go in, even though it's kind of desperate at this point. Almost gonna pick that kill illusion, but no. No! Gragas is gonna split us up, and Graves is gonna die thanks to that. It was kind of shitty initiation. But I remember we having this chat, at least with the Zyra. She was very, very toxic, and to be honest, I don't want to even win this game at this point. If there's one fucking asshole who wants to blame me for losing their shit when she's 2-12. I'm telling you, 2-12, and yeah, it's probably my fault we lost this game. But the cold truth is that you can't win every single game. That's just a fact, and I'm pretty sure this game proves that Malphite is a very strong champion, even despite the fact that we lost. And I don't know, this replay is showing victory, but that's complete garbage as well. Don't ask me, ask the LSI guys or whoever made the third-party program. We didn't win, it's fake, it's fake. But anyways, regardless of that, I just wanted to prove out that Malphite is very strong at this point. You can have those amazing initiates with that unstoppable force, and you can just chase down enemies well by using the seismic shard as well. It's just ridiculously nice, and there is a reason for it why he gets a lot of bans today. And I wonder if Riot's gonna nerf him at some point, or if there's gonna be other balanced changes coming up, so he'll be less popular. But for now, Malphite is really strong. This is the patch 6.4, and that's about it for this commentary. My name is Hepodix. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.